What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with the first post-game recap of 2025-2026 season. It is a preseason game, and the Lakers fall to the Suns 103-81. Unfortunately, it was not a good showing, guys. It was a horrible, and when I say horrible, I mean terrible shooting night. However, there were some positives. We're going to break those down for sure and all that good stuff. But the Lakers, man, they fall to the Suns 103-81, of course, without some key pieces that should have been there, that hopefully will be there in the future. But right now we didn't have LeBron, we didn't have Luka, key pieces. No Marcus Smart. But again, final score 102 what was it? 102-81, sorry. And I'll tell you, the Suns did a good job, man. They pushed the pace. They got up and down. They out-rebounded us. They did all the right things, man. They shot 43% from the field while the Lakers only shot 40%, right? In the first quarter. And that was the best quarter we had, right? So outside of that, man, it was bad. 25% in the, from beyond the arc, and the full game was just it was bad, bro. The percentages were horrible. Matter of fact, let me pull up the stats to be exact. Okay, actually, we were 17% from beyond the arc tonight, 6 for 35. Okay, free throws, guys, it wasn't great either. Honestly, it wasn't great either. We had 29. Free throws, we only made 29 out of 37, so that's 78%. We got to shoot over 80. But it is preseason again, so I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. Rebounds, we got out-rebounded 50-46, so that's not good. And then we did have 8 blocks to their 5. That is good. So some things. Austin Reeves looked phenomenal, all right? 20 points, right, on 6 for 11 shooting from the field. I thought Austin Reeves was clearly the offensive engine per usual. When guys go missing, he shows up. He was the only one with 20 points, right? Everybody else on the team, the next best player was somebody who's not even on the roster, RJ Davis. You know what I mean? So RJ Davis was the next best person on the roster. Yo, what up, y'all? Make sure y'all stay tuned. Do have a giveaway at the end of the video. All right, compliments of my good friend Nate, the great one. All right, we're going to be giving away $20 through Cash App. So have your Cash Apps ready. When I announce it, Nate hopefully will choose somebody because I don't like choosing. All right, I love all of y'all too much. But again, Austin Reeves was great. Jared Vanderbilt's defense, man, he was definitely a defensive stand-up, Forget about his offense. Obviously, his offense isn't great. It never is. His jumper didn't look good. He was 0 for 4, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. He only had 1 point. But defensively is where he shines, right? The man had a steal, 2 rebounds. He was shading them like crazy in 21 minutes. And he just wreaks havoc. So I did like what I saw from my guy. He said, how was RJ Davis? He was tremendous. I really like RJ Davis. I want to see what's going to happen with him because he's not on the roster, but just like my guy Michael Thompson said, he's going to find his way into a roster somewhere because he was really decent, man. And he had 14 points, really efficient. He can score. He can get the ball in the basket. He's nice. We might consider having to make him a two-way instead of somebody else, right? We might have to subtract somebody's contract to give it to him because he also impressed in summer league, right? RJ Davis is somebody who can fill it up quickly. Again, 14 points on 5 for 8 shooting, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He also had a steal, right? He was +-1, so he had the best +- than anybody outside of Anton Watson, who's another guy who's on a training camp deal. So. I'm just gonna say it right now, man. There's a lot left to be desired, and JJ is gonna have to definitely implement some more schemes, both offensively and defensively, because we weren't even getting for example, DeAndre Ayton was over 2 from the field. He only got 2 shots, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He did have 8 rebounds and he did have 2 blocks, right? So he looked a little rusty though on the offensive end, turned the ball over 4 times, but still. 8 rebounds and a couple blocks was impressive for only 18 minutes. He only had 1 point. That's going to spike up when we get our main playmakers, getting him involved in all that good stuff. Remember, guys, it is Phone Call Friday. So if you guys have any crazy opinions or anything like that, I can't wait to hear them, man. I can't wait to hear them. Or just any opinions, can't wait to hear them right now. Make sure you guys hit the like button because we're going to turn on the phone lines at the 100 like mark. All right. Let's see. But again, Austin Reeves is an offensive engine per usual, 6 for 11. He looks good. He's looking to have an all-star season this year, if God is willing. But I would rather see that off the bench, to be honest. Jake LaRavia had an underrated performance. He was 3 for 6 from the field. He had 7 points. He had 5 rebounds. He's scrappy. He gets after it. 2 things I noticed from Jake LaRavia. For one, He seems like he can be a really decent 3-and-D guy. He seems like he can be really decent 3-and-D, meaning he spots up, knocks down open shots, cuts to the basket, and stuff like that, right? But he's not going to be a playmaker, it doesn't seem like. He's not going to be somebody who can put the ball on the floor. And I'm a little concerned about this team's actual inability to have multiple playmakers, right? We got Austin, clearly. We got LeBron, but remember, LeBron is getting older. He's going to have to take a step back. And we have Luka. That's too little. 3 playmakers on the entire roster isn't good. We need to have 4 to 5. So I'm not saying RJ Davis or any of these guys are going to crack the rotation, but I will say, I was hoping Jake was more of a ball handler. Maybe he'll show us more. I don't want to pass judgment on him based off of one game, but he seems like strictly a 3-and-D guy who's very scrappy, which I like, but it's not necessarily what we need. We need another ball handler, somebody else who can play make, on in the backcourt off the bench. Think about this. Who's going to play make for us off the bench if Austin is starting, right? Our bench is really tough. It's a tough watch. Outside of RJ Davis, nobody was in double digits. Jackson Hayes had 7. And I'll tell you, man, he had a crazy dunk. He had a crazy dunk in this game for sure. But let's be honest, man, he still doesn't look like – he honestly does not look like somebody who should be a second stringer for this team. Okay, he looks like third stringer at best. At best. And that's saying, again, that's giving him the benefit of the doubt there. But for me, guys, I was not happy with this offseason, the fact that we signed him. I did not like at all. Like, that really ticked me off. And for that reason, I just never felt like he would translate to a backup. But this was the highlight of the game. I'll give him props. This was a nice play right here off the dribble to Jackson Hayes. Bam, he got up. I was questioning if he could still get up. But right here, you see the man coming off of the lob right here. Bam. That was the highlight of the night for sure. We want to see more of that from him. But let's be honest. Outside of dunking and getting the occasional block shot, he is a foul machine. You're right about that, Mark. He's a foul machine, and he's somebody who I just don't know if he's going to be sustainable to play major minutes because he's out of control a lot of the times, man. He's out of control a lot of the times, and he had a lot of moving screens today called against him as well. At best, he's looking like a third-string center, and that's me being quite frank and honest, right? He's looking a little too big and not in a good way. He looks like he's nailed to the floor sometimes. He did have that nice hops on that dunk right there. It was nice to see Devin Booker getting posterized, but that's what I took from Jackson Hayes today. It's still early, though. It's still early. I'll take a couple comments and questions, man. Get them likes up, guys. At 100 likes, let me know when we hit them, Kimmy Goat. We're going to turn up the phone lines for sure. And we have a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned for a Cash App giveaway for those of you that have it. If you don't have it, download it right now. Okay, download it right now. Make sure you have it because you can get $20 compliments of my good friend, my brother from another, Nate. All right, let's see what you guys had to say about today's game in the comment section before we turn up the phone lines. Let's see. It's just one game, but that was pretty bad. You know what, Don? You're right about that, bro. It is just one game, but that was an ugly one game for sure. Let's see. We need Walker Kessler. You know what, the inspiration? Walker Kessler would be a great addition. Here's the problem is that the Utah Jazz don't want to budge. They don't, right? But from what I saw, we were bad defensively tonight, man. Like, we weren't complete. I get that. But neither were the Suns. They were missing Jalen Green. That's a big bucket getter for them. They were missing a couple players. So we have to do better defensively, man. We gave up 24 to Devin Booker. We gave up 13 to Grayson Allen. We gave up 10 to Dylan Brooks. Meanwhile, in our starting lineup, we only had 2 people in double digits. We had Rui and we had Austin. That's it. Everybody else was in single digits. They had 3. They had 4 guys in double digits if we count the bench, Jared Butler also in double digits. So, again, our defense, our communication is off, but it is early. You're not going to hear me panicked out during preseason. Heck, first couple of games of regular season, I'm not going to panic. But I will say that DeAndre Ayton does look a little rusty offensively, but he looked great defensively and on the boards. I expect that to get better. The Lakers' communication on defensive end, transition defense was pretty bad tonight. We gave up some wide open looks, and a team as young as the Suns, I want to say run and gun, and where their main stars are 3-point shooters, you cannot give up wide open looks, Let's see. Jinx says RJ should be the second string point guard behind Reeves. Is he a 2-way contract? He's not on a 2-way contract, but he is a training camp invite, at least that I'm aware of. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he is here for the training camp. However, RJ did impress me. He did. He really did. And he keeps playing like this. I'm sure he will impress the coaching staff. Nick Smith Jr. didn't have the best offensive output, but I like his poise. I like how under control Nick Smith is as well. He's on a two-way contract. So if he can be on a two-way contract, so can RJ. Or if we have to swap one out for the other one, so be it. But Nick Smith was decent. He had 6 points on 2 for 5 shooting from the field. He had some good under control plays. And then, he had one bad turnover. But other than that, I expect him to get better. Let's see. Jink says Ayton is not the answer for the center for this team. I disagree with that, bro. And matter of fact, keep hitting that like button. I know you guys will get me to 100. Let's keep hitting the like button, guys. I know it's preseason, but I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. If you guys feel free to have these conversations with me via phone call. It is Phone Call Friday, fam. We're about to turn up. First one of the year. I know it's preseason. It's early, but I wanted to bring it back. You guys have been asking for it for quite some time, so it is officially time to get into Phone Call Friday. So let's roll the clip.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I know you don't
Subscribe.
I know this, but I'm gonna get you
Subscribe
today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Keep hitting that like button, fam. This video is brought to you and sponsored by Underdog, man. Play 5 to get 100 with promo code DTLF or just scan the barcode right here. Also, thank you guys for all your contributions. Shout out to Nate for scanning this barcode and giving us a cash app to give away today to the community. Do appreciate you guys. For real. What's good? CJ, look, man, we just dropped the link. Make sure you guys tap in. Phone Call Friday is official, fam. The link is in the chat. All you guys got to do is click it to call in. If you guys got anything to say about this early preseason, I know it's ugly early, but hey, my guys said, what up, Dan? Great to have Lakers basketball back, even though we lost. They show some good signs. There's always some silver lining. There's always some good in between the bad. There's always some, there's going to be some ugliness to it too. But there's a lot of good that we can take away from the first preseason game, right? For one, I love the way AR looked. That's number one. Number two, Vandal defensively looks healthy. That's great, man. So there's some good things. Now, obviously, we're not complete, but the effort was non-acceptable. All right, talking about CJ, let's bring in my brother, first caller, Phone Call Friday of this season, man. CJ, what's up, bro?
Hey, bro, can you see me?
Can see you, and I can hear you. Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, what's up, bro? I'm glad to have Laker basketball back, man.
Feels good, man. Feels real good.
Yeah, man. It's some first game preseason, and to be honest with you, when looking at both teams, we're gonna be fine. It's just some things that we still need to get together. It's still early. Even for the Suns, even though that's basically the majority of their talent. They had the best player out there. and
right.
Yeah, and most of their guys out there. I'm really looking forward to the season, man. If you saw Luka on the bench, he was chomping at the bit. He's ready to go. So
right.
he's ready to take over. So, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just the preseason right now. I'm just all about just trying to get as healthy as possible. You find a good solid starting lineup and rotation and rotations that we can implement into the regular season, so we don't have to have so many interchanging parts, throughout the season like we did last year, and just build on chemistry, man. I think we're gonna be fine. We'll be just fine.
Yeah, bro. Again, first game of the year. Obviously, the Suns, they're coming in. No, everybody's counting them out, so they got something to prove. They're gonna play their hardest. But it really feels like role players always go hard when they face the Lakers, man. It don't matter who. It could be the no-namest guy you've ever seen, man, like the coach's son over there in Golden State. It could be anybody. So, but they're always going to play good. But one thing I'll tell you, man, we do have some things to correct. Obviously, JJ looked pissed on the sideline. So, that's always going to happen there. JJ is very emotional coach. But there's some things I did like I said already, man. And I can't wait to see Marcus Smart over here, man. I want to ask you, what do you think of Jake LaRavia? What's your take on him?
Oh, bro, he's actually, to be honest with you, he's actually my wild card. He can turn out to be a lot better than what we think that he is. He was already pretty. I didn't watch too much of him when he was with the Kings and when he was with the Grizzlies last season, but I heard a lot of good things about him. How he's a really nice shooter, a versatile two-way player, and the fact that he's still 23 years old. He's younger than Dalton. So So literally, he still has room to grow, and really looking forward to seeing what he's got this year. I think he has the potential to really be a really good rotational piece for us.
Yeah, bro, and that's just the thing, man. Is that we haven't seen. I'm just like you. I didn't really get to see his career much in Memphis or in Sacramento or anyone or anywhere like that. But one thing is for sure, man. Let's see what he can do. I did like his defensive prowess tonight. He looked good, man. He contested some shots. There was a play where Devin Booker went baseline and faded away on him and hit the shot, but he was all over that, bro. And it's like I really like the fact that he's got a good wingspan. He can switch multiple positions, and he's going to be somebody that I think JJ will utilize a lot this season, man. What'd you make of the DeAndre Ayton debut, man? How do you feel about that?
Oh, still some rust and all that stuff. He just needs some more time to just get implemented to the offense. He's going from playing 3 years of mediocre basketball to playing basketball with the most prestigious and famous franchise in arguably all of sports with high expectations. So it's going to be an adjustment. He didn't play too well today, but like I said, it's his first game of preseason. He'll I think he'll get it together. I do disagree with what one of the comments say, how he's not the answer. It's way too early to be figuring out. And like you, Dan, I disagree. I actually think, and I believe I made this hot take in one of the comments one time when you was live. I believe that DeAndre Ayton has the potential to do for us what Andrew Wiggins did for the Golden State Warriors in 2022. I do believe that he has the potential to be that elite ceiling raiser for us. And I believe that even though he may not get to be an all-star, he'll put up all-star numbers and he'll take us to even greater heights than what we intend that we're going to get him. Right now, everybody's intending him just to put up about maybe 15 and 10. But I see him having the best year of his career. And the best year of his career isn't about putting up the best numbers. It's about being efficient and rebounding and defending. And he looks like he's motivated, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. I think DeAndre will be fine. I think today was just a rusty game. They didn't give him too much touches, if we're being honest. He's going to need more touches than that. I'm sure Luka and LeBron will make sure he gets some easy looks, and that'll get him motivated for the other side of the floor as well, man. But all in all, man, new season, CJ. Very excited to have you back on here, man, and just excited to get a brand new journey, new storylines, and everything, man. It's just going to be a lot of fun, bro. I look forward to it.
Absolutely. And before I get off, I'm just glad that we will be going to a season with this roster, and even if we do that Andrew Wiggins deal or whatever deal that'll help us get an actual elite wing player, two-way wing player, or a backup big, which I saw your comment. I agree. Jackson Hayes looks like a third string center. It's just all about taking the time to see what we got, see what we need, and implement the right moves and all that stuff. So, and finally, I know I've been away, bro. Man, I'm actually about to move today to a nearby city. So, but I had to stop by and see my boy. See Laker Nation, man. Get it together. So just looking forward to the season. Looking forward to seeing what you got next in store for Laker Nation, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, man, thank you for tapping in, bro. And hey, I wish you the best on your move, bro. Hopefully everything goes well, and we'll talk soon, my guy. Thank you for tapping in, brother.
Absolutely, bro. One love, Laker Nation. I can't wait to see what happens next, guys.
Yes, sir, brother. Have a good one, brother. Take it easy.
You too.
Shout out to my guy CJ, man. Hey, listen, man. CJ, long-time subscriber, long-time supporter, follower, man. Good to see him always here early for this season, man. It's exciting times, bro. Just exciting times to be a Laker fan, man. Let's bring in our next caller, man. This guy right here, man. Let me tell you something about little bro right here, man. I got an appointment to see this man and his favorite team the first day of the season, man. And that is my guy Darius, man. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Glad to have basketball back. How you feeling? How you been?
I've been pretty chill. Been watching football lately.
That's right. That's right, man. I don't even want to talk about the Rams, man, but you know what's up already.
And it's like, I'm glad he hasn't gotten to any fights with no 49ers fans.
Right. How you feeling about the season early on, man? Preseason is here, brother. Have you decided to finally hang up, your Golden State flag and put up the right Laker flag, or how you feeling about that, man?
Yeah, I'm shocked that Golden State got Al Horford, they got Seth Curry and DeAnthony Melton. So we got some role players that can help.
Yeah. You excited? You excited for you guys this season? How you feeling? You feeling like scale of 1 to 10? How confident are you that your Warriors can compete for another title?
I know the West is tough, so I want to give us a 7 to an 8.
That's really high. That's really high. Okay. You must have really loved the the new acquisitions. I like it, man. I'm glad to see you on here, bro. How'd your summer go, man? How'd everything go? How'd you cope without basketball? What were your hobbies looking like?
Well, then of course working, hanging out with my friends that are work friends, but I still find time to talk to them outside of the job. Especially like when I was playing Madden 26 and I was hanging with some of my friends on the call, and of course at my job we have a plethora of different fan bases. Like we got one that's a Packers fan, one's a Buccaneers fan. We got a
Just to make
plethora.
sure. Huh? That's how it is in Southern California. I find it interesting that even though I'm a diehard Rams fan, I understand why a lot of fans didn't convert because they cheered for their team forever when we didn't have any team here in Los Angeles. So, I get it, man. And we got my boy CJ talking smack. He said Warriors are cooked. Darius, what you got to say to that, man?
Wait till October 21st, CJ.
Ooh, it's a date, bro. It's a date. I will see you on playback, man. I look forward to it. It should be exciting. It's always fun with little bro Darius, man. It's unfortunate we can't call him Laker Darius no more, but because he's pledged his allegiance to the what is it, gold? What is it? Yellow, blue? It's yellow and blue, right? You guys' colors, or is it gold? That's yellow, right? I think you guys are yellow.
Well, they call it Golden State because like the bridge, like the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay, but what would you say? Gold and blue or yellow and blue? What would you say?
It's more yellow and blue, like how the Lakers are like purple and gold, but it's more like yellow.
Right. Okay. So yeah, man. Look, man, I'm not gonna disrespect your team yet. I'm gonna wait till opening night, and then we're gonna see what happens. But best of luck to you, man, this season, except for when you face our team, of course. And I'm happy to see my little bro happy and excited again, man. Hopefully they don't crush your dreams again like the Lakers crushed mine last year, man. But salute, Darius. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. That was tough.
Mark your calendars, man, because we go October 21st, man. DTLF versus Darius on the live stream. Yes, sir, bro. Have a good night, man. Thank you for calling, brother.
You too.
And shout out to Laker Darius, man. I'm sorry, I said Laker. No. Warrior Darius, yeah, Warrior Darius. He look. I tried to convert him into a Laker fan. I couldn't do it. So credit to him for staying loyal to his team. I can't be mad. But I will say this, man. Opening night is going to be interesting. Warriors versus Lakers. But we got a long way to go before we get there, guys. Tons of Laker games in between. Our next Laker game is actually versus the Warriors, and that'll be on Sunday. So that's going to be a good one, man. I can't wait, for that one. I know the Warriors, every time, whether it's preseason, regular season, or any season, they play the Lakers extremely hard, man. So we hope to see more. Looks like we're not going to see Luka Doncic that game, though, because he's going to be out for the first 2 games at least. We're definitely not going to see LeBron. He might be out for the entire preseason, and we'll see about Marcus Smart. We'll have more updates for you guys on there, man, for sure. Now, it is Phone Call Friday, so if anybody wants to tap in, man, you guys have an opportunity here. This will probably be one of the few times you have an opportunity. We got a little bit of callers for preseason. Regular season comes in, man, I don't always get to all your calls, so take advantage. Hit the link if you guys want to call in right now. Now, again, Lakers lose to the Phoenix Suns 103-81. We are missing our main 2 stars, Luka and LeBron, and also Marcus Smart. However, there's no excuses for the lack of energy that the Lakers brought tonight, and I'm sure JJ is going to go in on them. There was we kind of showed a lack of athleticism, man. We kept getting out rebounded, poor defensive execution, particularly in the first quarter, and we were routinely beating off ball movement, man. There was a lot of good ball movement by the Suns, so credit to their coach who had them, moving really, really well, extremely well, matter of fact. And that's something the Lakers have to work on. I mean, there's a lot. Dalton Knecht. I want to talk a little about Dalton, okay, because we haven't talked about Dalton yet. I don't think anybody has mentioned Dalton Knecht. I am extremely disappointed in what I continue to see in Dalton Knecht, guys, for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. For one, when we drafted this kid, he was supposed to be an offensive beast, just a sniper, at the very least, a Kyle Korver, at the very least, right? And he's getting tons of minutes here to prove his worth. He had 26 minutes. This man shot 2 for 10 from the field. He only had 6 points. He went 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. He did have 6 rebounds, but it just wasn't good for Dalton. It hasn't been good. He hasn't demonstrated the ability to put the ball on the floor and to do anything with it. He hasn't demonstrated a good defensive discipline. There was a play where he got beat off the dribble, and then his man went up and he fouled from behind when he clearly should have let the play go. You got beat already, and that was that. So again, disappointed in the way Dalton has looked. Right now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Dalton better not be worried about getting traded. But he should be worried about playing his way out of the NBA if he keeps playing like this, because from what I heard from my personal source and what I've been hearing around the NBA, there's not a lot of trade value for this guy, Dalton Knecht. So I am concerned for him, and so should you guys be. But again, it's early. I'm trying to give him time. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying. And so we're going to see what happens there with Dalton Knecht. Any final comments, questions, concerns? Looks like we pretty much got it all in there, man, for the phone calls for today. We only had 2. We had a third one, and my boy Prince was trying to get it in. I'm not sure if it failed on him, but yeah, he's not there no more. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Again, Lakers fall to the Phoenix Suns. I really pray and I hope that we can incorporate some of the guys that are hurt right now to come back and play, with time. Rico, what's up, man? What's good, brother? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Let's see if I missed any comments here. My guy Mark says Lakers look poorly coached. Well, remember, this is the new roster for sure. And with the injuries, we're going to have to incorporate some new sets and some new offensive schemes for new players because we don't have our main 2 cogs. So anytime you don't have your main 2 pieces, this is kind of how you're going to look, right? The Suns had their main piece in Devin Booker. So, yeah, that is what happened, man. Nick, good to see you, Nick. Welcome back, bro. We are back. The season is officially here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Playback TV for sure. Thank you, Kimmy Goat, for the post. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe because we got VIP passes over there for the first couple that go to watch. All right, so make sure you guys are tapped in. Shout out to all the new members over there that have joined the community, man. Appreciate you guys dearly. Again, this video is brought to you and is sponsored by Underdog. Okay, so make sure you guys get in on the action right now. $5 gets you 100 in play credit. So make sure you guys do that, man. It is the time to get in on the daily fantasy sports apps. Same thing with Prize Picks, except the promo's a little different. 5 for 50. All right, on Prize Picks. So yeah, make sure you guys tap in with that there. Looks like we wrapped it all up here, guys. That is going to wrap it up for me tonight, this Friday, man. For those of you that stay with me on Playback, I see you later on tonight, maybe. For the rest of you guys, man, signing off here, man. DTLF, I'll see you guys on Sunday, all right? Peace.